Okay, your workout for Monday, April 20th is a pulling workout, so you will need your homemade fitness equipment, whatever it is that you've been using. So today I've been demonstrating a lot of things with just an individual rock. Today we've got a 6-gallon or about a 48-pound water jug, and then I've got a milk crate full of rocks. Not really sure how much it weighs. Really doesn't matter as long as it's hard, it's all good. Just something that's going to give you resistance. So 2 parts to the workout today. Part 1 is going to be a combination of pause, Romanian deadlifts, and bent over rows. And for that, I'm going to demonstrate with the milk jug. So your choice between 5 and 7 rounds. Now each round is not complicated, but within each round you're going to do 3 rounds. And so let me show you the movements real quick, and then I'll demonstrate what one round looks like, and then you are going to duplicate that 5, 6, or 7, or you're going to replicate that 5, 6, or 7 times. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is the pause Romanian deadlifts. So I will, with the water jug, I would hold it like so that I can maximize my range of motion. I'm going to have my feet about hip or shoulder width apart, and all that hinging that we practiced in the warm-up is going to come into play here. And we're going to do them for pause repetitions. So I'm going to pull my shoulders down and back, and I'm simply just going to drive my butt back as deep as possible and stand. I forgot the pause. So I'll come down. For these, you're going to pause and stand, pause, and stand. All right? Seem to be leaking a little bit. Now, the rows. You're going to go down to that deep hinge position, and you're simply just going to pull. You're going to keep this thing, you're going to keep that weight, whatever that resistance is, nice and tight to your body, and pull as close to your body as you possibly can. All right? Now, again, how this is going to work, like I said before, between 5, 6, or 7 rounds, and then each round is going to be 3 rounds of 5 pause Romanian deadlifts and 5 rows. So, round 1, 5 pause Romanian deadlifts, 5 rows. Then again, 5 pause Romanian deadlifts, 5 rows, 5 pause Romanian deadlifts, 5 rows. That's 1 round. And then you're going to rest a minute, and then you're going to do it a second time, a 3rd, 4th, 5th, maybe a 6th, maybe a 7th round. If you're using some odd objects, your grip is going to be tested a lot. If you're not able to grab something the way we typically would with a dumbbell or a barbell, and you're having to grab it like so, your hands, your forearms are going to be taxed incredibly by the end of this workout. I don't think that the Romanian deadlift portion is going to be very challenging for you guys. I think it's going to be just something to really just to work on your range of motion, work on your positioning, make sure everything is just as perfect as it can be. And again, just get really quality repetitions in there. Just hanging onto the weight and the rowing is going to be the challenging part. Again, your hands, your forearms, your biceps, your lats are all going to be really fatigued as you get, rounds 1 and 2, not so bad. Rounds 3 and 4, you really start to feel this as far as the grip. You're not going to need a whole lot of weight, but obviously push to, use whatever weight that you have available and whatever weight you can handle. Also, try to not put whatever weight you're using, try to not put it down through each of the rounds. And again, remember, each round is going to consist of a total of 15 pause Romanian deadlifts and 15 rows. So 30 repetitions per round, either 5, 6, or 7. So anywhere from 150 to 210 reps that you're going to be doing. So let me go ahead and demonstrate what 1 round will look like. Okay. So I've got my weight here. I'm going to start off with 5 pause Romanian deadlifts. Pull my shoulders down and back, drive my butt back, pause, stand, pause, stand. 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to go into the rows. So I'll come to that hinge position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stand. And then we're gonna do it a second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I come to the row portion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what I found that when I did this was that as I got into rounds like 5, 6, and 7, when I had completed those, within each round, when I had completed those first 2 rounds within each round, my hands, my grip was getting really fatigued. So instead of putting it down, I just kind of rest it here in my lap, kind of give my hands a little bit of a rest, because again, we want to try and do this without putting the weight down, and then I'm going to complete rounds, and I'm going to complete the rest of my repetitions. So I give my hands that little rest by just kind of resting in here in my lap, then I'm going to continue. Now, as I continue through these, my hamstrings are feeling really good. They're feeling really loose. They're feeling nicely stretched out. And so that's the feeling that I want you to get out of those hamstrings as you work through this. Again, I don't think it's going to be terribly taxing on your hamstrings from a strength standpoint. Now we're going to finish with those rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So again, that was 1 round. You got to do 5, 6, or 7 of them. All right? Again, I don't think it's going to be terribly taxing on your hamstrings. I think they're going to feel really good though at the end, because they're going to have a lot of good stretching and then some nice, relatively light to moderate contractions going on again and again and again. I think they're going to feel really good. Okay, so again, you do all that, rest a couple minutes, then you're going to do 5 sets of upright rows and curls. Okay, again, if you have dumbbells for these, it's going to be pretty simple. You're just going to perform your upright rows and then your curls. But here we're going to demonstrate with this milk crate full of rocks. This is great because if it's too heavy, I take a couple out. If it's too light, I put a couple in. So you're going to do 5 sets. You will do, you're going to do 12 upright rows and 12 curls with a minute rest in between each set. So with the milk crate, I can hang on to the sides here, and then I can simply just pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do 12 though, okay? And then once I do my 12, then I go right into my curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again, you're doing 12. All right? So, again, use what you have. Make the best of the situation, you know, trying to use, again, whether it's an individual water jug in each hand, whether it's a milk crate, whether it's a big water jug, whether it's a rock, whether it's a suitcase, you know, we can all make this stuff work. All right, so get after it, get a nice sweat on, get a nice pump on, and I'll see you next time.